Now the movement known as Me Too has turned its tides towards females now, going at Katy Perry, who's had a treacherous stretch in 2019, and I think that word is a little light for her. And first, she got sued for infringing on a Christian rap song. I think it was called one of her songs, Dark Horse, and it cost her almost $3 million. And now she has three sexual accusation claims, assault claims. Two, which, well, all three, I don't know if they're gonna go to court though. But hey, we back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody hitting the subscribe button, bell icon button, share the videos. And one of the older ones was one of the 19-year-old contestants, I think, on American Idol, said she kissed him without his consent. And I'll link all these articles in the description, on the source links in the descriptions. She laid a wet one on him without his consent. So he didn't make a big deal of it. Didn't press charges or nothing. Let it ride. But once one thing happens, we noticed with this movement, it may have been at Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein instead. So whoever was touched by this movement, one accusation came out, several followed it. Now you've seen it happen with the football player Myron Monroe, who's a Rhodes Scholar, who's going to be a doctor. Somebody made up a fake claim about him, and then two or three other ladies made a claim about him too. So you don't know what's real and what's fake. Okay, you just don't. But that wasn't even the worst one. I'll get to the worst one in a minute. The newest claim is a Russian reporter basically said that Katy Perry was intoxicated and she was trying to kiss her and dance on her and basically trying to grope her unwillingly, and just said she got that vodka up in her system and she didn't know how to act. And basically, the female Russian reporter was like, "Yeah, I'm good. Like you tripping right now at a party." And she said eventually she found somebody that was willing to oblige her and dance with her, and a woman that willing to kiss her and stuff. And she found a willing dance partner basically. And the Russian reporter basically said that she wasn't with it and she was trying to force herself on her and she was intoxicated. And she just like, "Hey, you know what? I'm good. Like, all right, stop." And she kept trying to force herself on the reporter. Now, the other report was from one of the guys she had in her video. And I'm not all the names in the articles. And he said that, Katy Perry would act like cold towards him when they was around people, like she ain't really mess with him, like he was weak, or he was like a lame. And then when they would get by themselves, and then she would warm up to him and act like she like him. And that's like a teenage girl trait, or younger, in her early 20s trait. Girls do that, her friends around, and that's how you could tell a young girl, or mentality wise, from a mature woman. Girl around, she act like she don't like you, and she be trying to, hold you, and nigga ain't there. But then when all the friends gone, then she be trying to be buddy. And I just never really understood that method to women. And then when you gone, or y'all one-on-one, then she wanna go ahead and act like y'all good or whatever. But if you just playing the field just to get it, then that's fine. All right. But basically that's what Katy Perry was doing to this gentleman. And he brought her, one of his friends, I guess, wanted to meet Katy Perry. He brought him to meet Katy, and I guess him and Katy had hugged, like, greetings, like, what's going on. And basically he had some sweatpants on, and she pulled his pants down and flashed his private area to her guy friends. And she pulled his pants down and flashed his private part. And he said he was embarrassed, and he said the only reason he spoke up about this story is because the whole Me Too movement is about males establishing their dominance over females. And he says in the industry, I'm paraphrasing, this all in the description under source links, you can check it out. He said it's females in this industry that do the same thing as males, but it's basically taboo to talk about. And he wants to speak up and tell this story because this movement is all about males establishing their dominance or abusing their power over women, and that women do it in the industry as well too. And he don't want it to be taboo, and he kind of just said I came out because they just making it seem like men just the only one doing it. So, you know what? Katy Perry just seemed to be the first fatality on the female side of this, and hopefully more males speak up. Because, they want equality, females want equality, but they want selective equality. They don't want full equality where they held responsible for, picking up the heavy box at work, or they held responsible for changing their tire, or they held responsible for stuff like this. Or real serious, man, they want to be able to cry and get their way out of it. That's their biggest defense mechanism, man. But hey, I linked the sources in the description. Hopefully she get it together, but it sounds like she on a rocky ride, man. And it sounds like she pissed somebody off in Hollywood, all these stories coming off. But that's another story for another day. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email. All my links in the description.